Hey, today I'm going to be showing how to replace your stock fog lights with some Diode Dynamics SS3 Max pod lights. So in your kit comes the brackets, the other bracket, connector for the pod to go to the factory fog light harness. The tools you will need to complete this install are a knife or a scissor, an 8mm socket, and a 10mm socket or wrench. To access the fog light bezel behind the fog light, you're going to need to remove this plastic guard to get access to your fog light right there. You're going to want to remove these 8mm screws. There's 1, 2, 3 here, and then there's 2 more right down there that you're going to want to remove. In order to remove the fog light, let's first start by unplugging the factory connector. Just pull down on this tab and then pull back, and that'll loosen your connector from the fog light itself. Then you want to take your 10mm socket and undo this screw. There's a few more screws. There's a couple up top. That's why I said you want a wrench. There's one up here and another one over here you have to remove. I already removed them just to make for ease of the video, but I did leave this one over here. And there's also one hidden over here you gotta undo. After you've got your screw undone, this should fall down. And just pull it. Now that you've got the fog light out, it leaves room to undo this screw and some plastic retention clips. You should be able to just hand tighten it once you get it loosened with your wrench, and the same thing for that one. And then there's some more on the bottom. There are some tabs back here that you want to pry up on right here, and that should loosen your parking sensor enough to where you can push it through. Remember to carry your stud bolts from the old one to the new one also, so that way you can secure this into your bumper. In order to remove the holsters for the parking sensors, there will be 2 little push tabs. You press them in and then pop this holster out, and just repeat for the other one over here. Once you've got your bezels out, go ahead, put them into your new front piece here. You're gonna want to take your retention clips, these little square looking bolts, and slide them in your new bracket. Now just take these screws off of your factory fog light. Once you've got your 3 screws that you're going to reuse for the new bezel, you want to take your SS3 pod in the mounting kit, line it up with these 2 holes on either side. Make sure that this is facing down. So take these little washers, see this little groove right there? Go ahead and drop this washer down in the hole. Once you've got the first bracket on the diode pod light, leave these just a little bit loose just so you can adjust it once you get it in the truck. Now you want to take your SS3 pod and your Mopar bracket. Make sure that the plug is facing the bottom. Put your screw and reattach the screw. Now you want to take your whole assembly and put it back inside where the fog light goes. You want to take the supplied connector from Diode Dynamics, or if you bought this from Jeremy at Retro Shop. He'll send you these also with his kit. Find your factory fog light plug, and that's what'll plug into here. And then just kind of keep this out of the way. Once you've got it in, this is what the bezel with the parking sensors and the SS3 Max pod light looks like. Factory LED. And the reason I said leave it loose so you can adjust it first. So you can aim it a little bit, so that way you can get the perfect aim. Diode Dynamics SS3 Max looks like. Factory fog light. So this is the final result with the Diode Dynamics SS3 Max pod lights for the factory fog location. This is what the beam on the wall looks like of the Diode Dynamics SS3 Maxes. This is the beam of the Diode Dynamics SS3 Maxes with the low beams on a Ram truck. So what it's like driving at nighttime with the SS3 Max by Diode Dynamics. Such a wide beam all the way across. Nice golden yellow color. What I like about these being factory integrated with your factory fog lights is at nighttime when you're in drive on the Ram 1500s, when you turn your steering wheel just a little bit, either left or right side will come on depending if you're steering left or right, as long as you're under 25 miles an hour. So that's something very nice to have. And also if you use your turn signal, they will activate while you're in drive at nighttime. So you do get to keep your cornering lamps. Huge shout out to Jeremy at Retro Shop for putting together the kit between the SS3 pods and the brackets needed to convert from factory LED to the Bighorn style fog lights, and then so that way we can add the SS3s. And shout out to Diode Dynamics for making such an amazing product to show on my vehicle. That's going to be the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next upload.